ET Now told you first, and now it's official. Telecom giant Bharti Airtel has signed a deal to buy out Telenor's India operations. Remember, ET Now was the first to report about this deal in the month of January. Bharti will acquire 7 circles from Telenor as the Norwegian company looks to exit its India business. And we have Gauri Dvivedi, who first broke that story on the 2nd of January, joining in with all the details on that front from New Delhi. Gauri, take us through the deal contours. First of all, congratulations on getting the story right way back in the 2nd of January.
More consolidation is happening in Indian telecom. Bharti Airtel, which was in talks with Telenor to buy its India operations, has sealed the deal. In fact, this is of course a story that ET Now broke in January. The deal contours are fairly simple, that Bharti Airtel will take over the future spectrum commitments that have to be paid by Telenor, which is about 1700 crore rupees. That's the payment that need to be made to DOT for spectrum that it owns in these 7 circles. And also, of course, there are tower commitments remember, tower pacts are actually long-term deals that are signed between telcos and tower companies. So those commitments will also be taken over by Bharti Airtel. That again is a very small number. There is also a certain amount of bank debt that Telenor owes, which is about 1600 to 1700 odd crore rupees. That may also, of course, be part of this deal. So overall, the deal contours are very simple. Bharti Airtel will take over the liabilities and commitments of Telenor India. No separate payout is really going to be made to Telenor India. So no premium for its spectrum, no premium for its network, obviously no premium for any of its customers, employees or any of those operations. So really completely contrary to the statements that are really coming out somewhere else, that there may be a huge premium that Bharti Airtel may pay to Telenor India. It's not that. It's a desperate sale being made by Telenor. It wants to exit India at the earliest, and which is why, despite being a bit positive in its operations, it's looking to exit the business at such a discounted price. For Bharti Airtel, it's a great deal. Not only is it at a very huge discounted value, it also means getting 4G spectrum in 7 circles that are very crucial. Remember, these 7 circles put together actually contribute to 35% of Bharti Airtel's revenues, and the circles that really matter, UP West, UP East, Andhra Pradesh, these are circles which are seeing phenomenal amount of growth for Bharti Airtel. So not only is it at a discounted value, of course it is getting 4G spectrum in circles. Also, of course, the important bit to note is that in Bihar circle, the combined entity may breach the revenue market share, but that is something that is a very dynamic situation, given that RelJio would have had some amount of impact on Bharti's revenues as well in that circle. So that's a dynamic situation we really need to watch out for as to whether or not, as of date, that revenue market share is being breached. Bharti Airtel stock, of course, quite literally the investors cheered the deal. It's at a 52-week high, obviously, because it means it's strengthening its spectrum portfolio, getting a value proposition at a huge discounted price for Telenor. It's finally hanging up on its India call, and of course saying bye after a very checkered history in India, which of course is the world's fastest growing telecom market.